Well, who's good potatoes? Spend the leak here. I went to bed immediately after watching Ju-on. Uh, some funny things happened before that. Mostly me being scared shitless. Like I said, this movie terrifies me no matter how many times you watch it, and that's something that really sticks with you. Honestly, almost all these movies are gonna have high ratings. But yeah, no. If I were to sum up how this movie makes me feel, in very few words. Ah! 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 But yeah, no, actually, immediately after watching this, I stepped outside, to do my thing, and immediately heard some sort of animalistic squeal, and turned around, saw, like, red eyes off in the darkness. Now, if you're unfamiliar with, color of eyes, as opposed, like, rating to animals, red is typically herbivores, deer, stuff like that. I definitely shot at that son of a bitch. Like, it was instantaneous. I was ready for that shit. Stories aside, one thing that you have to love about the Ju-on series is not only is it foreign to many of my viewers, because the majority of my viewers are American, and that makes us uneasy, but the cinematography in and of itself is probably the scariest thing of it. Aside from that horrible noise, just like gasping for air through a broken windpipe. Honestly, the cinematography in this movie is unnerving. Basically, and most of the shots throughout the film, the character that you're supposed to be focusing on isn't the main focus of the shot. If someone's standing in a hallway and a phone rings in the other room, you're going to see the person standing in the hallway looking over, but the main focus will be the phone. And you feel like you need to see something there. They'll point the camera in a way that it'll draw your eye to something that looks like something hidden or could potentially have something behind it. Many times, the characters in question will interact with objects off camera. And that is just a very fucking unnerving aspect of it. A small example would be, no, I'll just go and set something up real quick. Would be something like this. You have the hallway, and then you just have me poking in, looking at something, looking off screen again, and then you'll just phase up, and before you know it, boop. You know, small things like that. It really throws you for a loop when you're watching this movie. There's a lot of things you're not going to expect, and even if you've seen this a million times, just the thought of what's going to happen is creepy enough to fuck you up. Ju-on is by far one of my favorite, and probably one of the most shocking movies I've ever seen. Not many movies can hold that spot and create something in an environment that'll just completely and totally terrify you throughout your entire activity with this movie and past that. This movie will have you wondering what the fuck is going on in your bathroom cupboard for the next 3 days. I guarantee, moment the sun goes down, whether I watch the next Ju-on or not, I'm gonna be fucking spooked. I'm like, this is me. Yeah. All in all, the first Ju-on is gonna get 4 potatoes. It is slightly an older movie. The acting in Japanese films is typically... the budget is also very low most of the time, so you can tell the ghosts are pretty much just ashy white paint and all that good stuff, eyeliner on the lips and blah blah blah. But aside from that, they still made that shit terrifying. The Japanese can make a fucking basketball terrifying. When you say inanimate object being terrifying, I'm not talking about fucking rubber. If they had made rubber, it would have been fucking spooky. Anyway, have you seen this movie? What were your thoughts on it? Are you planning on watching it? Post all that in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, keep on keeping on, and I will see you in another video.